Fury FC lightweight champion Victor Martinez. What's going on, man? How's life in Texas?
It's pretty good. It's hot. It's hot over here, but I mean everything's opening up slowly. I think Texas is probably ahead from everybody.
Mhm.
Like bars are starting opening up over here. I'm still not trying to go to any of those places, right? But like the state itself is already opening up. So I mean, it's good. It's getting better. Hopefully, it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's good that the state is allowing you to make the choice of going out and going to
Yeah,
bars and gyms and stuff like that instead of them
yeah,
saying everything needs to be shut down.
yeah. True, true. It
No,
was
go ahead.
hard at first when everything was shut down. Like I was so used to training every day and stuff. At my gym, Team Ferreira, and then where I work at the UFC gym. Also, so everything was shut down, and I couldn't get any training in. My coach couldn't get any training in. We had to kind of look for ways how to get something in there. But I mean, now that everything's opening up, gyms opening up here, they're still doing the social distancing, but we're allowed to train now better and more efficient.
When did you start working at the UFC gym?
I've been working at the UFC gym since they opened up here in McAllen, Texas. For I want to say it's already going to be 2 years. Yeah, since
Okay.
the first day they opened, I've been working there.
So what do you do out there at the gym?
I teach the boxing and the MMA. Yeah, sometimes I'll sub for the other classes if one of the other coaches is going to miss. But I really like boxing and I like MMA, so I told them that those are the only classes I kind of want to focus on.
Yeah, from watching your fights, it's very clear that you really like the
Yeah,
boxing aspect.
yeah, yeah. I got that Mexican blood.
Yeah, of course, man. Now, with the UFC gym, man, it was closed. What did you do to keep yourself busy through those weeks?
Well, I mean, my coach, Carlos Diego Ferreira, he has a mats at his house in like a room. So he would call me up and be like, hey, come over, let's train. And I would go over there and we would grapple with each other. We would train, spar. Sometimes we would go to the park. A couple of guys that fight out of here, out of the valley, Rio Grande Valley. We meet at the park or something and just try to get as much as training we could. I would run. Well, I mean, I always run, but I ran a little bit more now, just to keep my weight down and stuff, and just trying to stay ready for when all this gets better. I mean, I'm ready, for the call.
Definitely. Well, now I saw earlier this year you got that black belt, the jiu-jitsu black belt
Oh,
from
yes, sir.
Diego,
Yeah,
and that's phenomenal, man. Being able to get something that takes so long to obtain because a lot of people don't stick around, in jiu-jitsu
yeah.
that long to be able to get the black belt, but you did. What does that symbolize for you?
I mean, I mean, I'm proud that I got it under Carlos Diego. I've known him for, I want to say like 10 years already. And we clicked, since we met, and we just kept training together. We learn off of each other. I mean, I learned more off of him than what he's learned off of me. But I mean, I try to push myself to push him, so get him ready. And like he's just given me so much knowledge, and just the fact that I was a white belt when he met me, and he promoted me to through all my jiu-jitsu belts, rankings. It means a lot.
Were you with him from the start when you turned pro?
I was with him after my first fight.
Okay.
My second fight is when I met him while I was getting ready for that fight, and he cornered me, and then from there on we kept going.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal training partner, a coach
Oh
to
yeah, for
have
sure.
right now, and he's hitting his prime.
Yeah,
It's
he
it's
is. He
great to
is.
see
He's
that.
doing. He's doing great. He's doing big things, and he's gonna continue to do big things for sure. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Now, when you go to the beginning of your pro career, you started off with back-to-back losses, man, and
Yeah.
with in MMA and combat sports, it's the hardest sport on the planet, right? A lot of people would end up if they fail in the beginning, they'll end up quitting because they're like, "Oh, this is just not working out for me." What
Yeah.
pushed you through to get
He
over
did.
those
He did
humps?
actually, because I was
Oh,
actually
okay.
thinking like that. I was thinking like that after my second loss, and I wouldn't say I lost like super bad. I mean, I was doing good in those fights. It's just little mistakes here and there, adjustments that I had to make. But after I lost my second fight, I told him, I was like, you know what, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I should go back to school and just do something else. But he was like, nah, let's give it one more shot. Let's do it again. Like, let's do a full camp under me. You'll be with me under full camp, and we'll get the third one for sure. I was like, all right, let's do it. So, and then after that, I went in a 4-fight win streak, and I was like, man, it changed my mind. I was more committed to it. My way of training was a lot better. Once I got under him, we started training a little bit smarter, just taking care of our bodies a little bit more and stuff like that. So, I mean, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, it's so important to have someone like that in your life, because if that person wasn't there, who knows where you would be right now? You probably wouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, for sure. And I actually have to give a lot of props to our boxing coach, mine and Diego's, because Rick Avendaño, he helps us out a lot. Like, he pushes us, he doesn't let us quit, and he makes us work. Also, our coach from Fortis MMA, Saif Saud. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Oh yeah.
And the UFC already. He's also our coach, both of our coaches, and every time we go train over there, it's just like more motivation, to keep going and train harder and train smarter too. He's always teaching us different ways to train smarter and not get injured and stuff like that.
Fortis MMA, one of the rising teams in the world of MMA.
Yeah.
And you guys have your own little team, but you go over there during camp. Are you there like 3 times a week, or how do you split that up?
Okay, well, the way we've done it, we got like a little routine going. We'll do they do ground and pound on Mondays, and then they have like sparring, MMA sparring on Tuesday. So me and Diego will drive over there like Monday morning, like early in the morning. We'll take off and we'll stay over there. We'll train Monday, we'll train Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning we'll head back. After our Tuesday night sparring, we'll head back and we'll get here in the valley. It's a 9-hour drive, so we'll get here by like 6 in the morning, and then our training here starts at 9:30 or so. We just go home, get our stuff, rest a little bit, and then get back to training. Especially if we're in camp. If he's in camp or if I'm in camp, we'll make the effort to go and train as soon as we get back from Dallas. And we'll do it like every other week. 1 week we'll go, 1 week we'll stay here, and then 1 week we'll go again. The following week we'll go again.
Well, that's dedication, because 9-hour drives are not easy at all, man. It doesn't even matter if you're just sitting there in the passenger seat.
No, it's hard. It's rough. Like, he has to stay up for me, and I have to stay up for him, because it's kind of hard to stay up overnight, driving. So I mean, we kind of just stick it out and just push through,
Now I want to go over some of the fights that you've had in your career. Let's talk about first your title-winning performance at Fury FC last summer. 2nd round knockout. It was a spectacular finish. Take me through that fight.
Okay, first round, we were filling each other out a little bit, moving around, just like any other fight. I went for like a kick. I did go for a kick, and he caught my kick, and he took me down with that. We were in the ground for a little bit. I got a sweep. I swept him, and then while I was scrambling to get up, he rushed me again to the cage, and then he took me down. We kind of had a little exchangement there with punches, trying to scramble, and I was trying to work my way back up. But I mean, Nico is good on the ground, like we knew going into that fight that's what he was going to try to do. So we knew like, as soon as he takes you down, stay relaxed, stay calm, let him work his thing, gas out, and you just stay patient, and the opportunity will come and I will get up. So that was the game plan from the beginning. And that's how it played out. First round, we ended up in the ground. He actually went for an arm bar towards the end, but I was defending it, and then the bell rang. It wasn't very deep, but I just put on my weight on him so he won't be able to extend his hips. And then that happened. And then going into 2nd round, we started off standing, of course, and then his jab seemed real, like, and my coaches told me too, like, his jab is lazy. Like, be like when he throws it again in the second round, commit to your straight right. And I was like, okay. So I was just waiting for that jab, and when every time he would throw the jab, he would throw it kind of lazy, and I was like, all right, there it is. And then I just threw my 2 over the top, and knocked him out. It worked. Yeah. I mean, there was some controversy there. Yeah, there was some controversy there at the end, but I mean, it's not my job to decide to stop the fight or not. The ref jumped in. I was gonna continue to hit him. You know, I don't know how bad he was hurt. I mean, on the video, it looks like he was out. And then when he hit the canvas, that's when he woke up. But I mean, I was right on him right there and then the ref pushed me off of him. So I was like, okay, well then that's it, you know. But I mean, like, I seriously don't see him coming back from that. Like, well, I feel like if he got up, we were like, I wasn't gonna go to the ground with him. I knew he was hurt, so I was gonna tell him to stand right back up, and I knew he couldn't stand with me. So if he's hurt and he's standing with me again, I knew I was gonna catch him again. So whether the ref stopped it or not, I knew I was gonna beat him.
Well, with that finish and then your last fight at Kumite, that finish too, it just shows that the level of power that you have and you've had throughout your career. Is that something that you've always had, like since a young kid? Because some kids they know that they have power from a young age.
Yeah, like I was never like a street fighter or nothing. I was always like, you know, I come from a good family and stuff. Like my parents are good parents. They raised us good. But it's just, I don't know, when I started training and boxing, it just, I don't know, my hands are heavy, I guess. And my technique is there. I don't know. I mean, people tell me it's because you're Mexican, right? So I'm just like, hey, well, maybe that's what it is. Like, us Mexicans have that boxing blood, you know?
I think anybody would take the power advantage in anything, any fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that developed, you know, in me or what. I just trained and everybody was like, oh, you got power. I never believed it though until I started knocking people out in my fights. I was like, dang, like I guess I do, you know.
Well, now you're on a 6-fight win streak. You have a title wrapped around your waist. You're carrying that thing. Yeah. What else do you think you need to prove to like the bigger organizations to get you signed?
I don't know. I mean, I beat Luis Luna in Combate. He was ranked number 1 for years in the 155 division in the regional scene, you know. I remember, I was telling a friend of mine, I remember when I first started fighting, I would look at the rankings, right, in Tapology, and I would be like, man, like Luis Luna is up there at number 1. It would be so cool to like fight him and be number 1, you know. And now that I fought him and I'm there, it's like I felt like that was enough. I mean, Luis Luna's been around for so long already, and I just feel like that should be enough to push me up to the next level. And I know my coach, Coach Save from Fortis, he's helping me out, and he's putting my name out there for the Contender Series and stuff this summer. I'm hoping everything goes through and I get my opportunity.
Oh yeah. I see it happening. You know what I mean? Like there's a short list of guys out there, and you're on that short list for lightweights. Now, if let's say you don't get a Contender Series spot, then another better option would be just a short notice fight, right? Would you be open to that one?
Oh, for sure. Right, yeah, I'd be totally open for that. Like, I mean, I think that'd be better. Like, you know, a better way to get in. I won't have to fight again, you know, and then risk it. This way, I just jump straight in, and right away you get your 3-fight contract. But I mean, either way, if they want me to fight for the Contender Series, I will. And if they give me the last minute call to cover somebody, then I'll take that too. Like right now, my weight is good. I'm doing good. We're keeping my weight low. So I'm just waiting.
I see you have, making your move eventually this year. 2020 should be the time, once everything opens back up, nationwide, I guess. So, yeah, man. But if it doesn't, you're going to fight. It doesn't matter, man. I'm pretty sure there's guys out there that want to fight you. And that's always a good problem to have. Thank you, Victor, for the time. And good luck to you, man. And hopefully you do get signed and we see you in that octagon.
I appreciate it. And thank you for your time, too. I appreciate you considering me being on your show.